Hi everyone, I'm Cloud. Before we begin, just a quick reminder. This video is for informational purposes only and reflects my personal views. It does not constitute financial advice. The cryptocurrency market carries high risks. Please do your own research and consult a professional advisor before investing. Any predictions or analysis mentioned in this video may not be accurate, and you are solely responsible for your investment decisions. I'm not liable for any financial losses. As always, let's start with a quick summary of last week before we talk about the week ahead. So last week's trend was from June 2 to June 8. I think this was the second or third week in a row I've been saying the same thing. Since around May 30, I keep saying this. The market's been looking weak. I didn't expect new highs unless volume picked up. I said the best window for a breakout would be before June 10th, but without volume, it's not going to happen. Last week, I mentioned we might see a rebound or consolidation ending before June 7th, and that's exactly what we got. Just a small rebound or sideways movement. On June 3rd, when I saw Bitcoin hit 106,400, I quickly mentioned that it looked like it wanted to push higher, but the price stalled. It couldn't hold above my midline, which means it couldn't reach the upside targets. So this week's high for Bitcoin was 106,794, and none of my targets were achieved. Honestly, I said last week I wasn't even sure what high to predict anymore, but I'll always give you both upside and downside targets, because being adaptable is key. Especially for short-term traders. Even a low probability move is worth watching. I also warned new traders multiple times, don't chase at the top. Be patient and wait for a pullback. Then, on June 5th, Bitcoin dropped sharply. One big red candle, and it hit two of my weekly downside targets. I had already mentioned in the June 3rd daily report that we should watch out for this drop. I personally had already closed my positions and wasn't trading, just observing from the sidelines. To trade this market now, you really need to watch it closely for hours. It's exhausting. I still have 2 astrology reports to finish for my clients, so I also recommend that beginners avoid trading for now, unless you're confident in your skills. If not, just wait for better entry points at lower levels. This week's high close for Ethereum was 2,679, hitting one upside target. The low close was 2,381, and it hit 2 downside targets, with the second one nearly perfect, just 1 point off. Now let's look at the upcoming week, June 9th to June 15th. Key dates to watch, June 10th, June 13th, and June 15th. On June 13th, Jupiter enters the Ardra Nakshatra, and it will stay there until August 12th. I've mentioned this many times. This period brings opportunity, but also volatility. Ardra is Shiva's nakshatra. Shiva is the god of destruction and rebirth. So during this time, markets might pull back or face a black swan event. We may also hear about or witness real-world events like tsunamis, shipping disasters, or water-related catastrophes, because Ardra represents a tear, a storm, and even destructive floods. It is ruled by Rudra, the storm god. So I believe that when crypto pulls back during this time, there might also be a natural disaster, like a storm, flood, or other painful events. You might hear a lot of sorrowful news during this period. I trust Shiva's power, and I believe we may see a big dip or flash crash, especially in smaller altcoins which could be hit hard. In extreme cases, some small coins might even go to zero. But notice, I've never said the bull market is over. I still think this is a slow bull run, and it's going to be a tough ride. So, if you agree with me, stay in the market and wait for your moment. If you believe the bull market is over, then be firm and stay out. I'm not going to read out all the exact levels for next week. I'll just put them on the screen, so feel free to take a screenshot. Bitcoin needs to hold above 104,350 to aim for higher targets. Ethereum needs to stay above 2,530 to move higher. I personally think a new high is unlikely. If you believe Bitcoin still has a chance to hit 110,000, then see if it can reach all 3 of my targets. If it can't, then after mid-June, the chances drop even more. Same goes for Ethereum. Can it retest or break through 2,800? Only if it can complete all 3 targets. And finally, don't forget the key, Bitcoin and Ethereum support levels I shared in my June overview video. They're really important, so keep them in mind. That's all for today. Weekly predictions shouldn't be viewed alone. They must be used together with daily and monthly forecasts. The daily chart helps fill in what the weekly may miss. Wishing you all the best of luck. I hope you buy in at the lowest point. Please subscribe to my channel and share this with your friends. See you in the next video. Thank you.